Hey, it's MacVern, and let me give you guys a quick recap of part one. As you all know, the trusty Tesla was making some funny wheel noises. So I decided to take a short road trip to Tennessee to visit the nearest Tesla service center.
On the road again.
To make up for time, I decided to ignore the Tesla navigation, only to regret it.
Tesla navigation. I will never doubt you again.
Now your destination is on the left.
When I got to the service center, my vehicle was on crutches. And this is where we'll pick it up here. So after I dropped my vehicle off at the service center, they told me it would be about an hour before they could tell me something. So this just gave me a little time to kind of explore inside. When I went inside, they only had 3 vehicles displayed. I was hoping they had a Cybertruck because I'd never been in one, but I just decided to check these out anyway. I got a chance to check out the newest Model S Plaid. As you can see, I kind of fell in love with that thing. But I also got a chance to check out the Model 3, the Model Y, and I also got a chance to go inside that Model Y. But for some reason, they didn't have any Model X's. So somebody put in the comment if they are still manufacturing those Model X's. I don't know, but I'm curious to find out the answer.
So I'm here at the Tesla service center here in Franklin, Tennessee, and I just pulled my vehicle in to get diagnosed. The technician, he said it might be maybe about an hour or so before they can diagnose it or before they'll let me know what the issue is. He said from the symptoms or what I, described, it may be the lower or upper control arms, or it could be both, according to him. So we shall see what's what. But while I'm waiting, I'm going to get ready to go and grab me a bite to eat. I've been on the road for a couple of hours, and listen, man, I had all that range anxiety. So listen, it's time for me to grab me a bite to eat. So they say there's a little bagel shop right up the street. It's walking distance. So I'm gonna try this little bagel shop while I'm waiting.
Be it that the trip up was pretty stressful, I needed this little break here. So I ended up stopping at Einstein Brothers Bagel. Now, Einstein Brothers had a variety of bagels and pastries, but I ended up getting this new Maple House bagel. And it ended up being pretty good, which was a good thing because, man, I would need all the energy I could get for what's about to happen next.
So breakfast is over thanks to the nice folks here at Einstein's Brother Bagels. So they've called me back from the Tesla service center, and they saying that they come up with some issues or something like that or whatever, or didn't have enough time. So I'm going to go down there and see what they're talking about. So we shall figure out what's going on after a while.
Now, walking back to the service center, you can imagine all kind of things were going through my head. But hey, let's see what they got to say.
So basically, the reason I was calling you is just to get more time with the vehicle, really. So basically, you've already approved me for. You've already given me the 184.38, which is basically for about an hour. Okay. I just need about another 30-40 minutes with the vehicle. So it ends up coming out to 345.71 for diagnosis.
Okay.
All right.
So that's another.
Basically 45 minutes.
Okay. So y'all don't have like one specific fee for your diagnosis. I mean, like your
Well, technically it's $210 for 1 hour. So the tech's just letting me know right now that he's gone over basically his hour. So like you weren't set up for a full hour, basically is what it was for whatever reason. I don't know why. So usually for 1 hour it's $210. So basically right now he's saying, okay, I need another 45 minutes with the vehicle.
Okay.
That's basically all it is.
Maybe I get it, but you're saying it's like another what, 100 and something?
345.71
So that's the total
for diagnosis.
340.
So basically, so let me get you, it's 1.5 hours is what it is. 1.5 hours. And it's $210 per hour.
And that's not even going to clear up the.
That's not even clearing the issue yet. We're not sure what's wrong with it. But they've isolated it to the right side.
Okay. Okay, so we spend almost $400 and we don't even know what the issue is.
Correct. We don't know the issue. So,
Okay.
I mean, that's the problem. It's the problem with cars that are out of warranty, right? I mean, they need the technician needs the time, and then it's all time right now, basically, we're paying for. Just technicians trying to figure out, like, what's
Okay.
going on.
Yeah. Let's not do that. I mean, because because again, on top of that, then I might have another. I mean, because I thought that was going to get
Well,
the
so
issue
here,
corrected.
no,
You
I
know, it's
understand.
because
No, I understand. I mean, I'm
they
pretty
didn't
sure
say anything.
pretty sure I thought I was clear with you when you came in that we were just diagnosing first.
Well, when
And
I came down, the service center message or whatever, it was just pretty, I guess.
so on the invoice itself, it says front suspension diagnosis. Is what it
Okay.
says.
So as I'm sitting here at the Tesla service center, so they told me that my car is gonna would need some additional diagnostic time, and I was just like, yeah, nah, I'm just not gonna do that. So they wanted to charge like $345 just for the diagnostics, and that's just not even included if parts were going to be needed or necessary. That didn't include extra labor time. So I was just like, nah, for the problem I'm having, I'm like, yeah, just tighten it back up, and I'll just pay the initial cost that I agreed to, and I'm just going to head back to Alabama. So this basically kind of was a bust, but they did say that it was isolated to the right side of the vehicle. So being that, I mean, maybe I can get a local technician or a local mechanic to kind of look at the right side or something like that or whatever. So that's good information to know or whatever. But yeah, I just couldn't foresee myself paying an additional charge of like maybe $345 just to diagnose it. So Tesla, I mean, come on. You want to charge me what? This is 2013. Yeah. So yeah.
Listen, after that, I just hightailed it back to Birmingham. But on the bright side of things, it did give me a chance to check out that closed Supercharger spot that we passed earlier.
So we're at the Cornersville, Tennessee Supercharger stop. It's in the parking lot of a travel stop. It's the Tennessean Travel Stop. It's about 24 stalls here. But why I stopped here was this reason right here. Is because on the Tesla navigation, it says that this spot is closed. But there's no, closures. The superchargers are working. So that might be just an oversight on Tesla's part. But it's that's the Tennessean right there. Across the street, you have a McDonald's. You got a Subway. But it's in the parking lot, again, of a truck stop. So now I wouldn't recommend I wouldn't recommend that stop at a stop that Tesla says that is closed. I just had time and I had some charge. I didn't really need to charge. I just wanted to kind of stop up here and just look at it and see if it was a new stop. I've never come up here before. So I just wanted to see if it was a new destination that they had installed out here, or was it just temporarily closed or something like that for maintenance reasons or something like that or whatever. So what was the final verdict? Listen, they told me that the car would need maybe about an hour more diagnosis. So that meant more money. So when I initially came down, they had quoted me like $186 for the repair. And when I got there, they said, well, we need more diagnostic time, to diagnose the car. I said, okay, well, what that gonna come out to? Well, they said, well, need maybe about 45 minutes to an hour more time. So your total bill is going to come out to $345. So I told them absolutely not. Like, no, whatever you did, just put it back together, and I'll just take the loss, and I'll just hightail it back to Birmingham, Alabama. So $345 just to diagnose what the problem was. They say they, isolated to maybe right side, but just to diagnose what the problem was, $345. And I was like, absolutely no. And that's not including just if they whenever they would found out what was going on, they would have to add the parts and more labor on top of that. So I probably would have been out of. I mean, it could have been $1,000. It could have been 1,500. I don't know. So I was just like, no, just put the car back together, and maybe I can get a local mechanic to try to figure out what's going on. But the people were cool at the service center, at the Franklin Service Center. I have no qualms. I mean, they were upfront, they were honest. They let me know, hey, this is what it's going to be. It is what it is. And they were even to the point where they said, okay, well, Mr. Pippin, we're not going to charge you for this because we didn't do any maintenance work or anything like that or whatever. And we really didn't find the problem in the time that we said we was going to try to find it in. So we're not going to charge you. So I was like, okay, great. So shouts out to the guys at the Franklin, Tennessee Service Center. They were really upstanding service center. They just wanted to make sure the service center didn't have any negative reviews or anything like that or whatever. So this is not what this is about, but I just a little disappointed that I couldn't find out what the problem is. So maybe we'll just find out at a later date what this clunking and clanking is, and I'll make sure to document all my troubles trying to figure out what's going on with my Tesla. So until next time, guys, see you later.
If you haven't seen part 1, go check it out right here. But if you have, check out these videos here.